years to accomplish. So if you always stand my way, then we have to be before you to let you know that we deserve what we deserve. We have to sit down and wait 25 years, working very hard with these children to get them to be professionals. That sometimes I tell them, you're good, you're going to be a lawyer. You're going to pay my student loan. Because with what money? In the increment and how we get it every year is just a disgrace. So please do us a favor and do what you can do for us. I mean, we have excellent administrations here. Ms. Beverly Lazar, the best of the best. And I see you all. She works in those kids. I remember, and Beverly will tell you, she used to go out of her way to chase the students because she also had faith that we could save every single student in the town of West New York. Whether she lives in West New York or she lives out of West New York, she cares about West New York kids. And so, all the outside teachers that don't live in town, thank you for coming to West New York and work with our children. Thank you.
Nicole Broncano, 591 65th Street. I'm a teacher. I'm also a resident, a parent. I have 2 children that attend this school district. And I'm asking you to increase this amount. Think of it, I don't know if you have children, I don't know if you live in West New York, I don't know anything about you. I want you to treat it like if your child went to West New York. Because I'm not asking you as a teacher, I'm asking you as a parent. I'm a mother. I work 2 jobs to get us paying our health benefits and putting more money into our pension. We do what we got to do as parents. So I don't care about my race. I care about the education that my children deserve. That's what I'm asking you guys to do.
My name is Evita Kuchling Gomez, and I'm here from Memorial High School representing myself and my community. And while the meeting today...
your address,
I'm sorry.
Can you repeat your name? I'm sorry.
It's a long one, I apologize. Evita Gomez, I'll give you the short version. 44th South Main Street in Lodi, New Jersey. But I'm a Hudson County girl. I hope that helps. Today's budget meeting really talked quite a bit about numbers. I'm an English teacher. I'm not that great at numbers. But I do discuss with my students the importance of value. And what values we bring to our students and to our community. And I know that my students speak very highly of what their hopes and dreams are, but what their parents value is tremendous. One of my students has a mother who works 2 full-time jobs just so she can get a jump start on her collegiate education while still at Memorial High School. I have another student whose mother worked triple shift to buy him a laptop in preparation for college because she believes in her son's education and she values that. And I hope that the Board of Ed will consider valuing their students and their community as much as we value our students every day. Thank you.
Good afternoon. Dennis DeSocio, 7855. Boulevard East, North Bergen, New Jersey. I'm a retired teacher with 42 years in the West New York School District. It is beyond comprehension how the Board of Education, many of whom are educated, I'm sure, none of whom I know, by the way, and I was a teacher and a resident of West New York for many, many years. I wonder why you have the position that you have, because of education. And each one of you can go back to your elementary school, your high school, and your college, and say, I remember Mr. or Mrs. X, who was your teacher, who influenced you a great deal. Now, I've seen many of my former students here, many of my colleagues who for years have done a tremendous job in West New York. You're asking people whose cost of living are going sky high, including the health benefits. And you won't give them a raise? That's terrible. Terrible. And you want people to come to West New York to work when the rest of the towns are giving their teachers 2% raises? You're going to lose the best teachers that you can possibly get. As our administrators know, they need good teachers to do a good job. I don't know if the Board of Education is aware of that, unless you're taking orders from someone else.
My name's Gabriella Lazara. I'm a resident of 5701 Boulevard East. Here, I'm a fifth-year teacher, but I was raised by 2 teachers of West New York, who gave their 110% every day when they went to work. In fact, my mother's sitting over here, and she has given everything to this town. Here in West New York, our teachers take great pride in our profession. We appreciate the fact that each day bears the opportunity to build a better tomorrow, a brighter future. And each day forward, a good teacher will retire or change careers, and you will have to fill that void. But what will happen when those promising university students, like my little brother, learn that teaching compensation will not grow? Who will be left with the pot to choose from? For the past 2 years, our teachers were given increased demands from the state, but medical insurance decreased our pay. We took those increased demands and fulfilled them. We were asked to sacrifice, and sacrifice we did. But as the demands on us grow, so should the funds that support such demands. The evaluation systems must be funded. The teachers supporting these new demands must be funded. I respectfully urge you to consider not only the short-term economic repercussions of your decision with respect to the education budget, but also the long-term effects on current and aspiring teachers. Time and time again, we will rise to the challenge that you and the state set forth upon us. Now it's time for you to rise to the challenge of doing the right thing, and that is to support the very education system that educates your children and your children's children. A budget increase is all we're asking, and it's the right thing to do. Not only for your humble teachers, but for your children's future. Thank you very much. I also have something to read from another resident of town who couldn't be here tonight. Is that okay with you? Is that okay? Sure. Okay, her name's Kelly Renner. She lives at 5601 Park Avenue. 5701 Park Avenue, I'm sorry. My name is Kelly Renner, and I've taught in the West New York School District for the last 5 years. I sent this letter with a colleague tonight because as much as I want to be there in support of my fellow colleagues, I am in grad school until 9:30 p.m. I've been working on my master's in urban education, which is obviously an area of education I feel very strongly about, which is also one of the reasons I love teaching in West New York. When I'm not at grad school, I'm working my second job, which is Monday through Friday from 3:30 to 7, in order to pay for my grad school courses. I could have went to a district that pays teachers to get their master's in full, but I didn't. West New York was my first choice. To be truthfully honest, West New York was the only place I wanted to teach. It has been the only place I wanted to teach since I was a little girl, visiting my aunt in her classroom in number 3 school. It was the only place I wanted to work since I was a child and played with my great aunt Irene Hines, who also taught the students of West New York. I am here every day for our students, and I know my colleagues standing in this room are here every day for their students. I hope that we can all come together, teachers, parents, administrators, and board members, to give these students the education they deserve by reevaluating the budget. Thank you.
My name is Christina Oriana Arias. I reside at 6608 Hudson Avenue in West New York. I'm a resident of this town. My entire family has gone through the school system here. I can't even imagine that this is actually going on here. We have great teachers, we have a great system, and we'd like to keep it that way for our kids who have it tough enough in this area. I'd like to ask each and every one of you, do you have to go through this every time you want to raise? All of these people every time you want to get a raise? No?
They already got their raise.
Okay, so I'm assuming it's no all around. So put yourselves in our positions. These are our kids. There's nothing more valuable to all of us. These teachers work very hard. I watch them every single day, and I say to myself, Lord knows I can't do this job. So give them what they need, what they deserve, so they can just live and teach our kids and let us move on. It's not fair. So think about that. Do you have to do this every time you get your raise?
Hi, my name is Janice Loffman. I graduated from number 1 school in 1964. And graduated Memorial High School in 1968. I've been gone for a few years and I'm back. And this really is, it's a shame. You know, parents get letters and things to bring in tissues and this and that. When I was a kid, you guys gave us notebooks, pencils, crayons, and now these people give how much of their life. They're getting raises, they can't afford their rent, they can't afford to take care of their own children, yet they come to school every day and look what they produce. How many years of generations here do we have that's graduated from Memorial High School? How many of you up here are Memorial High School graduates? Can anybody raise their hand? Not one of you? Not one. Could you tell me how you can relate that to West New York? Can you tell me like they said, you won't tell them when you get your raises or what percent you get of your raises, but I bet every one of you make over $150,000. I bet you make a lot more than the teachers do for all the years they've given and for what they've sorry, yeah, thank you. Alright? Now, what I'm going to ask you, I hope you don't get offended, but on the other hand, I really don't care because I'm here for them. And my point is that I think Mr. DeSocio, who I know very well, by the way, hi Dennis, he mentioned that, one of the teachers said that they don't even know you. The teachers don't know you. This is why I'm asking everybody to think about this. I am definitely for elected school board members. I'm supporting residents for better West New York, and I want everybody in the world to sign petitions, okay? We need elected people that we know, that care about us, and that come from West New York.
My name is Danny Morales. I live at 556 59th Street. I went to West New York schools my whole life. I graduated number 3 school, went to St. Joe's Memorial. I see a lot of my teachers here, and I've been to the last 2 meetings, and this is unbelievable the way this board has been behaving, the way they've been doing procedures, going into 2-hour-long recesses so that all these teachers will not be here after you guys go to recess. I guarantee you, you're not going to come back until like 9 or 10 o'clock at night. And that is unbelievable. None of you, she just asked if any of you are graduate of Memorial, and none of you raise your hand. That is unbelievable. I would think at least one person here. And that, I am from residents from a better West New York, and I do believe in an elected school board, and I think that that's definitely the next thing that we need to do is get rid of this board.
So I'm Ron Grossinger. I live in Englewood. I've been here for 8 years, and we've done some amazing things. I'm the electric car guy. So just some concerns that I have, real calm, and just explain to you that the cost of living, you know, it's $4 a gallon for gasoline, and it's going up. You know, I haven't bought a new car in forever. I just keep maintaining the old truck that I bought when I first got the job. You know, costing me $1,000. I don't have a BMW. I don't have anything like that. Luckily, I share the cost of living. Yeah, luckily I share the cost of living with my girlfriend. She's the breadwinner. She's doing really well, which is great. But the concern that I want to get to is this: when it comes to training, every summer, I pay my own training. I go and I've seeked out, I've gone to other states, I've gone to California to learn about electric cars. So I attend all kinds of courses. Some of these courses, one of them cost me $2,500 for 3 days, but I learned about metal shaping. And I pass all that knowledge through me onto the students. That's the reality of it. So that's what happens. Now, if I get more and more strapped, the cost of living keeps on going up, I'm not going to be able to attend more seminars about metal shaping or electric technology or anything like that, so I'm going to have to be at a stalemate as far as my learning goes. Now, that's my concern, is that my passion is I want to learn stuff and I want to pass it to the kids. The 5 kids that worked on the original electric car are in college for engineering or automotive related. That's all I have to say about that. It's just that it's very difficult when you're a teacher making a living. It's not related to the cost of living. Okay?
A parent and a long-time resident of West New York. I've been here through many administrations, through many boards. This board is not taking responsibility in giving the fine people behind me that used to be my co-workers and some are my best friends I've been around a long time with. You guys not doing the right thing. This is all about politics because the board president is not here tonight. She must be in Florida. Right? And some of these people are educated. The young lady, I don't know, that lives on the waterfront over there, she's an educator, correct? Your 2 daughters work for the Board of Education, correct, Mr. Rodriguez? Correct. These people deserve raises. All these people that wear red here are great people and they work hard for the kids of West New York, which includes my 3 grandkids. I have 3 grandkids. I'm the 3rd generation. Myself, my daughters, now my grandkids. I'm proud to say these guys are my friends and give them what they deserve.
Marcel Hart, 5504 Grant Place, West New York. Mr. Superintendent, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen of the Board of Ed. I'm not going to get into a big spiel anymore. Tom did a good job about mentioning what increases we have coming down the pike as far as our school district and our school system. I also know that we have a cap of 2%. But if we just put in 2% in an increase of the budget, that would be about $287,000. That would be about $40 per child more. Now, I don't see how you can say that that's such a tremendous increase. Can we not afford $40 per child more? Now, I have a lot of respect for our superintendent, Mr. Fowler. Yeah. And I want to get that out front. And I know he has a lot of respect for the teachers that are here. I'm a I'm a resident. I teach in the alternative education program, and my co-worker, Susan Conley, who retired last year, her husband is a magician. Mr. Fouts is not a magician. He can't pull rabbits from the budgetary hats. You have to give him the monies so he can run the school board properly. Without it, he can't do what needs to be done. So I would say to the board, put the money, at least 2% into the budget, send it up. If they don't approve it, then it's on them, and I will be going to the Board of School Estimate meeting to talk to them as well. Put it in the budget. Increase it by at least the $287,000. Let them tell you no. But at least you will be doing the right thing as school board members, representing the children and the parents of the school. Do it. Do it for the children, do it for the superintendent, do it for everyone. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Daisy Vasconcelos, 521 56th Street. I'm a resident, taxpayer, parent, PTO president of Public School Number 3. And all my life, I lived here all my life. My parents and brothers and sisters live here. My brother is a cop in town. And I just wanted to let you know that the teachers, giving them more money is not like, they're not going to go out and buy a fancy car, and they're not going to go out and buy the latest cell phone. And what you're actually giving them money for is when they pay for projects for their class. Yeah. When they pay for Christmas gifts, toys that kids can't afford, they buy them for them. And I have seen it. I have seen them go out the day school was finishing to go buy gifts for a child who did not have a Christmas. That's right. To school at 7 o'clock in the morning so they can help kids with their homework, with other classes, speaking to parents. They do things after school. They're emailing, phone calls to parents. It's their time that they're giving for free. No one becomes a teacher to be a millionaire. You teach because you love to teach. You teach because you want to make children better. They can make do, but why should they have to make do? Why can't we give them enough to do what they need to do? What they want to do? There are so many things that these teachers would love to do, but can't because they don't have the money. They don't have the money, and their pockets are wearing thin because they're using their own money to do some of these things. I just think it's a little ridiculous that they must do that, but that's how much they love the kids that they teach. Thank you.
And I reside at 550 56th Street, Apartment 1. And I'm a current student at Memorial High School, and I just want to say that I have been inspired by all these teachers, and if they want a raise, I think that you should give it to them, because I'm inspired by them every single day. They put so much effort, so much work, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be inspired to be a pediatric surgeon. And because it's true what they say. If it wasn't for them, I mean, all these doctors and lawyers wouldn't have become what they are today. So if they need a raise, I mean, why not give it to them? I mean, these are amazing teachers, and they give even hours after school to teach and teach and teach. And I know that if I ever have a question or if I ever need help, they say, oh, come after school or come in the morning, I'm here for you. You know, I just think that they deserve it, because these are the teachers of West New York, and they're the best teachers that I know. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, my name is Joanna Garcia. I live at 547 59th Street, West New York. I've been living here for about 20 years. I've been a substitute teacher for 10, and I've been an aide for 4 years. There's one thing that always clicks with me when I think about West New York. There was a child, he was 5 years old. It was my first year subbing. I went to the class to sub, and they called the 4 kids and told me I had to bring them to the library. It was the day before Christmas break, if I'm correct. The student stands in front of Santa Claus, hugs him. He sits down, and he looks at me and he says, "Miss Joanna." And I said, "Yeah." He's like, "This is for me." He looks at the bag, and it's a toy. I said, "Yeah, this is for you." And he just was like, the smile was like from here to the moon. He was like, "Me? Wow, Miss Joanna, I love West New York, I love school." That's what they do here. They make these children smile, and they dedicate every day of their life to the school. Every day of their life. We've got teachers who bust their butt and come in, and if a child needs help or whatever it is, they're the first ones. They're a family. You guys are a family. They help each other. If someone is sick, if someone, like a code, if a student needs a code and the teacher sees, another teacher will be like, "I know what to do." And you'll see the code being brought into the nurse's room, and then the child is coming in, and then they're walking down the hall with a new code. But the job that no one was given, because it was given by one of the teachers who did and cared about what happened to the child. And we have to let the teacher, we don't speak about the fact of, oh, what's going to happen to this generation. But think about it now. If we do something and give what's right to these teachers who bust their butt daily and come in, and they don't have to, but they do it because they want to, every day. The mothers, fathers, brothers, then we can make a difference, and that's what they're here for. They wake up every day because they're here to make a difference. Plain and simply. It is unacceptable, just one word, unacceptable that they don't get what they deserve every day of their lives, because like they said before, they're doing it not because they have to, because they want to, in a neighborhood where they are needed, cared about, and loved, and give back every day. You know that's going to happen.
Thank you, Mayor Vega. My name is Tom Muir. My address is 5501 Park Avenue. For those of you who don't know, that's Memorial High School. I had to make a conversion in my life. I grew up in North Bergen. Now I bleed orange and black. So Mr. Rodriguez, I hear this is your last day. I want to thank you very much for serving us. Stand up, take a big bow, you deserve it. For all my friends out here in the sea of red that have been affected in different ways, every day they take ordinary people and get extraordinary results. Thank you very much. But I have a question for you. I'm a business education teacher, and I teach personal finance. And I posed my students a problem, a situation. And I said, how can we raise 2%? They didn't really have an answer. So here I am in front of you tonight, asking you to distribute the monies which we need to help us go forward. Please, man, we all have great results. Everyone here. Look at them. Every day you get up in the morning. Please help us in our quest forward and allocate the monies which we need. To my friends, we will fight the fight. Thank you very much. And please, do the right thing. Allocate the monies which we need. Thank you.
I go for Miss Furlan.
What is your name again, please? My name is Tom Muir. My secondary address, if you need it for the records, is 404 Pine Hill Road. I'm in Leonia. But as I said, my address is 5501 Park Avenue.
I appreciate what you mentioned, and it's happened to be my day. But there is something that I wasn't going to say. And after I heard Mayor Vega talk, and I hear all the people talking here, there is something that it comes to my mind that I don't understand. I don't understand, and we're taking this in here. We approved the 2%, and nobody's saying anything about it here in this board. You are talking about the 2% that you didn't get, and we say yes to the 2%. And you don't seem to know that. What's going on with that? How come you don't know that we say yes to the 2%, and you're accusing us here that we don't care about the 2%? And you turned out to be
West New York Education Association. Mr. Rodriguez, we're talking about raising the budget 2%. That's what we're asking. We're asking you to go back into executive session tonight, because this is your very last chance. This is the last chance you have to do right by the students and parents in the West New York School District. To go back into executive session and raise your budget 2% to the cap. That's what we're asking.
You're not talking about the 2% that we are already saying yes to you?
I'm not talking about negotiations at all, because we cannot talk about negotiations publicly, Mr. Rodriguez. What I'm talking to you about is the budget. Mr. Rodriguez, you haven't given us anything. We're in negotiations. We have nothing. We're looking for a 3-year contract. We have nothing. We haven't agreed on anything. You haven't given us anything. We're asking for you to increase the budget so you have some money to give us something without taking it away from the students and the parents in West New York. That's what we're asking you for.
Well, they're going to Texas for sure. Oh, talking right now?
You saw Vilma come in late? Did you get her coming in late? You didn't?
Well, which was she on the...
I've lived in West New York my entire life. I've gone all through the West New York school systems. My children have gone through West New York school systems. I am a taxpayer. I'm one of the people in West New York that does have to pay taxes. I don't understand something. I'm very confused. And it could be because I don't know enough about a budget, I suppose. Last year, starting in September, we had to start paying part of our own benefits. That means there's a lot of money left over from that. Last year in June, a lot of our top teachers, when I say top, I mean senior teachers, retired. We have some teachers that have replaced them. They make 1/3 of the money. Okay? So why can't you be allowed to reach the cap? What is holding you back? Why are you holding this money when it's really needed? And there's a lot of people, and this is not a political forum either. A lot of people here put a lot into our classrooms. We do a lot for our children. You don't realize it. You're not in the classroom with us. You're not working with all the children we work with at one time, 28, 30, in a classroom, and our children pass their tests. That's amazing. But yet, you don't appreciate us. It was wonderful hearing from that student who does. I'm fortunate because I have 3 children that appreciate what the teachers have done in town, and they still talk about how great most of them are. This is crazy. This is insanity. You people have to learn to work together, the same way we work together. A school does not run properly if you have all these different fractions, which is what's happening with you. Can't you try and make peace among yourselves and do the right thing for my town? My town.
Oh, Frankie. Arriba, Frankie.
Aplauso para Frank, un aplauso.
Sayreville, New Jersey, but believe me, I believe West New York. Graduated number 3 school, went to Memorial, lived in West New York over 30 years. I hear a lot of issues. It's obvious and apparent that there's a problem. I am the founder of Residents for West New York, and I'm trying to offer a solution. I strongly feel that if our Board of Education is elected by the people, you will be better represented. They will have the residents, the students, that they can more money, because they would require your vote. You don't vote for them, they don't get up there. Right now, they're elected by the mayor. So they're going to vote for the mayor's agenda, believe that. The elected school board will fix a lot of these issues. All you need is signing a petition. 500 signatures will get the question on November's ballot.
Let's do it now.
Oh, yes. You will have people representing you up there. That's my solution.
Yes. Yes.
You're late.
Late.
Good evening, board. My name is Alex Polanese. I am a Hudson County resident, and I am also a 13-year veteran at Memorial High School. I teach pardon me? You need your address for the record. 1301 83rd Street, North Bergen. I've taught at Memorial for about 13 years. The past 7 years, I've also been media coordinator. And for those of you who aren't from West New York, I also was not once upon a time. I was born in New York. I was raised in Long Island. I graduated high school in Uniondale in 1988. I've never been back to that high school. I met a couple of fine gentlemen in college in a little town called West New York. I started hanging around when I was in my late teens, my early 20s. There was just something about this place that made it hard to leave. In a million years, I never thought that I would be teaching in the high school where almost all of my best friends graduated from. And when I first got there, I was amazed by how many people in Memorial High School graduated from Memorial High School. I was always amazed when I would go to other teacher functions how many people grew up in this community and just came back to give back to it. I've been back to my old neighborhood. It just doesn't feel the same. I've talked with other people from all over the world. I'm international, just in case you don't know. And no one speaks about where they are from like I hear people from West New York speak about it. Now, I'm just gonna assume the same thing I assume when I meet my students for the first time, no matter what wall or barrier they put in front of me. That they're good people, they want to do good. If you're not sure, take a walk. Walk down with Mr. Fountain, any street in West New York, and you'll see the love and kindness that is showered upon him. Everybody here knows everyone, and mostly have loving thoughts. And even myself, I'm amazed, not only am I amazed by the people who work in West New York, I've already experienced tens and 20s of students that have graduated my class and have come back. I have the good fortune of working with one of my graduates in my department. If you're not sure, I plead with you, take a walk in a class, take a walk in a hallway. You will see the hard work that is going on every day. I have no doubt. I understand there, yes.
We're not allowed to go to the school without a permit. That's why we don't go.
Ma'am, I know because of where you are, you must know people who know people. I'm just saying try. I'm just saying try. But what I'm saying is, I know that everybody has whatever agenda that they have. But the history of West New York, as far as my history of West New York, is no matter what political romance or dance is going on, they've always taken care of students. They've always taken care of the people who take care of the students. And at the end of the day, I'm really just here to let you know that this is good people that you have an economic stranglehold on right now. They're very good people. And you know, everybody has to look in the mirror. And when all of us do, I just hope we all can be comfortable with who's looking back at us because we've done the right thing. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
My name is Kathleen Hurley, 3 Heritage Court, Oak Ridge, New Jersey. I have a family history of living in Hudson County for 6 generations. We paid property tax, corporate tax, whatever. And I'm not up here to beg. As a matter of fact, I'm insulted that I have to get up here and grovel for what I'm entitled to, and what these people are entitled to, who come in bad weather and do everything they can to work for the people and the children of this district. It's an insult. We were first insulted by our governor, who took all the prestigiousness away from our careers and jobs, and now you have the audacity to do this to us as well. We have to get up and beg and say how wonderfully we do every day just to get an increment with a frozen salary, health benefits taken out, and no retro next year. That's really very fair. And let me say, to finalize my commentary and be succinct, you won't hesitate to ask each and every one of these people to kill themselves for the New Jersey ask.
Seeing no one, may I have a motion to close the public hearing? May I have a second? Vice President Reyes, Trustee Alam, Trustee Duval, Trustee Gasadui, Trustee Dr. Pizzatelli?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yeah.
At this time, does the board wish to recess to executive session? Session to discuss contract negotiations. Please, let's conduct our business so that we can go on to the meeting. The public portion of the meeting is now concluded. The board will now recess to executive session to call items which fall within the exception of our open meeting policy and permits the board to have private discussion since it deals with specific exceptions contained in New Jersey statute annotated 10:4-12B. This evening, we will be discussing contract negotiations regarding the West New York Education Association. Be it resolved that the Board of Education will now recess to executive session to discuss any discussion held by the board not being confidential will be made public as soon as practical. Minutes of the executive session will be disclosed until the need for confidentiality no longer exists. The board may take action on these items following the executive session. May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting and recess to executive session? May I have a second?
Second.
Vice President Reyes, Trustee Alon, Trustee Duval, Trustee Gasparini, Trustee Dr. Pizzatelli.
Kevin, I really don't understand what you're saying. I did not understand what you expect us to do at this time, and I'd like it to be a little clearer.
Sure. We're going to recess to executive session to discuss contract negotiations.
Is that the only topic being discussed, or is this budgetary concerns of the staff here going to be discussed? Yes. So it's my, I just want to make sure this is clear, because these people came out here. I don't want them to think that this has gone unheard, all right? And so I want to know exactly why we're going to executive session.
One story.
It's okay.
Well, that's two separate things. Budget and contract negotiations. Okay.
Can everybody stay? On doors. Oh yeah, big time.
May I have a second? Vice President Reyes? Yes. Trustee Alon? Yes. Trustee Duval?
Yes.
Trustee Gasparini?
Yes.
Trustee Dr. Pizzatelli?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
This evening, the board will be voting on one resolution. It is the approval of the 2013-14 district budget. to the documents that were handed out to the public. The board will be raising the tax levy. $290,000. It's the 2% increase cap that is allowed. And on the appropriation side of the budget, that will be applied towards instructional materials. So the budget remains as is, except for the increase of the $290,433. I will dispense on reading of the motion, if that's okay with the board. So at this point, with those changes in mind, I'd like to have a motion to approve the budget with that modification.
Motion.
May I have a second?
Second.
Vice President Reyes?
Yes.
Trustee Alam?
Yes.
Trustee Duval?
Yes.
Trustee Gasadui? Yes. Trustee Dr. Pizzatelli?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Are there any members with comments this evening? Okay.
I do have a comment. I would like to share by saying I am supporting teacher 100%. I believe that you deserve the raise. However, we approved it before that. I don't know why you union representative don't say that to you. You better talk to her, okay? However, like I said before, we're going to work together because it's a lot of things that we have to do and work together by asking Mr. Fauta that we have to do a couple of changes here. We had 9 schools, we have over 20 principal and vice principal. Before, years ago, we used to do all that by disciplinarian. Why we don't go back to that and put those persons as teacher? We're saving a lot of money there. Also, she's going to retire, right? That money we can use it for the raise for the teachers, right? We have over 12 administrators we can cover. So I need her to work with Mr. Fauta to do that. I appreciate that. I have a lot of work to do, but I also want to go home also because I'm going to work now. Thank you.
Just like to thank the board for this offer. At the same time, I welcome any of the board members, like one of the teachers had mentioned. If any of the board members do want to come to the schools, all they need to do is ask me, and I will be more than happy to escort them to the classrooms.
Okay, may I have a motion to adjourn the meeting? May I have a second?
I'd just like to thank the board. I've said a lot to you, and I appreciate now very much that you've stepped up and raised the budget, even beyond the little 2%, and used some of the banked cap. I appreciate that very much, and so do the teachers and the students.
May I have a second to adjourn the meeting?
Second.
Vice President Reyes? Trustee Alam?
Yes.
Trustee Duval? Trustee Gasadui? Trustee Dr. Pizzatelli?
Yes.
Trustee Rodriguez?
Yes.
Meeting's adjourned.